I've asked you for games and I keep interrupting you. So talkative and undisciplined. That's the subtitle of this, of every podcast that we do. Give us a game to pick.
All right. Penn State going to the big house. Michigan, a 7-point favorite. Let's go Rece, Pete, Bill.
This is the game that on Wednesday on the podcast, I said I was grinding over a lot. Michigan leads the nation in completion percentage, so it's almost silly to, say that you're wondering about their passing game. I mean, there's been a lot of talk. McCarthy even talked about it in the news conference this week about downfield shots and things of that nature. Corum has been as good as any running back in the country, but Penn State's going to be hard to run on in that situation. I think this is a close defensive game. I think Penn State's a little bit better than maybe they're getting credit for, and I think this is the first all-around test for Michigan. Michigan's offense certainly had a test in playing Iowa, but the all-around test for them. I'm going to take Penn State in the points because it's a full touchdown. So I'll go with the underdog on the belief that this is going to be a very close game.
We chatted about this a little bit on Wednesday's pod. The history of Penn State going to Ann Arbor, COVID excluded, really scares me. That James Franklin has laid a few dinosaur eggs in this, in this series. If you go back to 2018, 2016. So that said, I think I'm going to take Penn State in the points too, because this Michigan team to me reminds me of like an NFL style team that is designed to win and not win pretty. And I watched a bunch of that Indiana game on Saturday, and they eventually did pull away at the end. But there are some like Ferencian Wisconsin like fundamentals that this Michigan team, as it shifted stylistically last season to much success, has adopted and taken. So I think that Michigan is going to struggle to run the ball. Look, Michigan's numbers are hard to digest because they've come against such poor competition. Now, you can knock Auburn, as a Penn State game, but at least there was like intent there, and they had to go to a hostile environment and win. And they also have gone to Purdue, which is a very good team, and they've gone there and they figured out a way to win. So they are actually road tested. They are going to be able to control the ball. They are going to be able to control Michigan's rush attack. I feel very strongly about that. So I don't know if Penn State's going to win, but I think they're going to hang around. I think we're going to hopefully see more than 12 carries for Nick Singleton. That's what he's averaging a game. And I think if Penn State is going to go there and win, he's going to have a breakthrough, supernova kind of performance. And I trust Sean Clifford managing games on the road, winning, not making the big mistake, right? Like, I don't think they will dumb lose this game. So I will take the Nittany Lions, and you know what? Just for fun, just to be a little different, I'm going to take them to win outright.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not going to surprise me. I do think Penn State is better than they get credit for so far, and part of that's their own fault. Like, they messed around with Central Michigan for a while. It was a big sloppy game against Northwestern, and they didn't have to take all that many chances because they knew they were going to win, but it still wasn't very impressive. So I think Penn State's better, and I'm going to take Michigan because of the matchups. I think in the end, this is my biggest concern with Penn State is along the line of scrimmage. I do think they've improved in run defense, and so maybe Michigan can't get away with just at whatever they want there, even though they've been super efficient running the ball. But I'm really concerned about the fact that Penn State's offensive line, I just still don't think it's very good. And Michigan has really lived up to, like, all the turnover they suffered last year. They've been pretty much dominant when it comes to the run defense. And if this is a situation where there are a lot of 2nd and 9s and 3rd and 8s, and Sean Clifford is having to make plays, and that pass rush, they don't blitz a lot, but when they do, they get there. And so I feel like this is just a bad matchup for Penn State, and Michigan wins by 10-14 because of it. But I am excited because we're going to learn a lot about Penn State. And the other thing that brings me comfort here is, Michigan runs the ball really well, but they last week that wasn't going as well as they thought. They basically asked JJ McCarthy to go win them the game in the second half, and he went like 15 for 17 passing. So I think there's upside that they're still tapping, and in the end, they take this one comfortably.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.